Hi guys, this is Alexis from Reflections of a Bookaholic, and I am here with another Plan With Me. This week I am planning for the week of March 14th through March 20th, and I am using a kit from Saucy Stickers Co. This kit is very abstract and it is foiled in rose gold. I wanted to do a voiceover and actually load up this video because it is a different kit, fewer florals and more of the abstract shapes. And I really liked how it turned out, so I did want to show this one and talk about it a little bit. This is likely to be the last March spread that I put up just because it's June and I'm not editing very quickly, so I do kind of want to edit more relevant weeks or weeks where I remember what was going on and can talk about it a little bit more. I will say that I absolutely love how this spread came out, and I showed at the very beginning the sheets that came in this kit. I did buy extra. I bought the deco stickers in transparent matte, and I'm going to say this exactly what I think transparent matte was supposed to be and it's supposed to look like. And I found this to be what I was really looking for out of transparent matte, and I think it worked better for these shapes than maybe florals that if you layer on top of them you can see through them and they don't look as natural as these shapes. I had a whole lot of fun doing this, being able to just cut these shapes in half and just kind of layer them on top of each other, having the colors blend. And what I learned from this and what I would recommend is if you're trying to decide when to have transparent paper and when to have premium matte paper for deco and you're not in a journal or a Hobonichi, then it's really stuff like this. I still feel, and I've tried with different spreads, and those are up on my channel, trying to use transparent matte florals and things like that. I still feel like white premium matte paper is best for those instances. I just haven't been able to make it work. But if you have been able to make it work and you have a link or a video that you want to share, feel free to comment below and just let me know so I can take a look at it. But all I did was take these shapes and with the different sizes and the different colors, and I cut them to make them fit above my date covers. The bottom washi left some room for me to work with, so I dropped everything down so that I had more room to decorate above the date covers. So I dropped down those date covers and I dropped down the bottom washi, and I planned all the way down to the bottom to make use of that space. A little bit about my planning style. This is a sort of memory planner, so everything that goes in this planner has already happened. Everything that goes in this planner has already happened. What I typically do when I am using it efficiently, I use this to plan what I actually did, and I compare it to what I plan to do in my functional planner, and I make decisions and go from there. It helps manage my anxiety, it helps me manage my time, and it lets me know when I'm overloaded and things like that. I am an attorney. I don't know that say that. I feel like it's kind of understood, but I am an attorney and I own my own law firm, so I have some pretty heavy schedules, but also some flexibility that I think most people don't have. And sometimes that gets me in trouble. So I sometimes feel like a failure or feel like I'm not getting things done, or I feel like I'm failing at everything, including work, mom, and wife life. So, and not making time for myself. So what I tried to do and what I use this for is this dose of reality, to show myself that I'm actually doing what I need to do, or maybe I'm not and I need to make changes. I feel like I'm talking really fast, so sorry about that. So I've done above the date covers. I've put down the date covers at this point, and now I'm just putting down the full boxes where I want them and zooming out so you can see that. I still use my sidebar pretty functionally for this week at least. There are a few weeks where I'm so far behind and I'm planning out of order, which is really not my style a lot. So it just kind of depends on what's going on. But I do still use my sidebar functionally to track the things and the goals that I have going on, and just kind of holding myself accountable. I do tracking in my functional planner as well. And I I mean, when I think about it, I don't know why I do it in both. I think I actually don't know, because both of those planners are used daily. I think I could make more room in my sidebar without the habit trackers, and not using them. I tend to cross them off after the fact, after I film, but not daily. So I guess I could get rid of those and make room for some more decoration. I do like to put down on the sidebar at the very bottom something that either my kids are doing, like a milestone, something funny, or something going on in my life. This week, although you can't see it right now, one of the things that I noted is that my hair is falling out. And that's also a big reason where I've just kind of taken a step back from editing. I can't say filming, editing and posting videos, because the editing, man, that's so time consuming. But I edit late at night when everybody's asleep, and it's, like I said, it's very time consuming, and I am choosing to have that time for myself in place of sleep. And so I've been going through a lot of things lately, health wise, from my eyes, and now my hair is falling out. And so I did take a step back and really made an effort to get more sleep. And that's really where I've been sleeping. And I mentioned that in my last video, but I just want to emphasize, like, that's where I've been. I wish I could make it work. Like, I wish I could make it work that I can have time to myself. I can be a mom, I can work, and I can get sleep, but not so much. So on Monday, I just jotted down a few things that I got done. I put down one of the bow checklists and mostly jotted down some things I did for work. I did note that I got to cuddle with some lonely boys. I think this must have been I think this is spring break week, and so both boys are home. I noted that I trying to figure out what's going on. I noted that we were actually out of town, and we were coming back this Monday, and we ended up getting a flat, so my husband had to go fix that. And so I used a Coffee Monsters Co sticker and a foil sticker from Crafts by Towie, just to note that he went to fix the flat, and I did a visit with the client, and we went to Target. And I also noted at the bottom of Monday, although you can't see it right now, is that Z sliced open his forehead from running on the hallway and running into the wall, because that's my life. Like, having boys, I mean, is it me? Am I the problem? Am I the drama? Am I the problem, or is it these boys? Because honestly, my anxiety is so high dealing with them, because they have no sense of self-preservation, and it is incredibly frustrating and expensive. I've now informed both of them that I'm not taking anyone else to the emergency room. I'm just not doing it. Going to Tuesday, I just noted that I had an HEB run. I used one of the older foil stickers from Saucy Stickers to note that. Very solid foiled. And then I made a breakfast scramble, which I've been really enjoying lately, and used a foil sticker from Crafts by Towie. I put down a bow. Jackson. Okay, sorry. I put down a bow checklist just to note a few things that I did for work, and then also noted on Tuesday that my hair was still falling out. I mean, like, problematic falling out. So being a Black woman, this is extremely traumatic, and I'm very concerned at this point. I put down I think this is a quarter box. It looks like a quarter box to me. And I just noted that I am just having a day and in my feelings for a bit. I also take the time in the spread to bring in some of the transparent deco and just kind of put them here and there. And I did that on Tuesday. And I did that on Monday, so you could see it right now next to the checklist with those circles. And I'm really, really loving how this feels, like this abstract, just kind of shapes in circles. And I'm loving this. Very simple, but very cohesive. And I really like that. Because of that, I didn't bring in a lot of outside deco and embellishments, and it was just kind of a simple week. So on Wednesday, I just put down an arrow sticker from the kit just to note that I nurse Z. He is still nursing. I'm weaning, in the process of weaning, still weaning, even at this point, not just this point in my planner, but at this point in my life, and I'm really working on it. Z's kind of stubborn. He's just that kind of kid, and we're working on it. I think one of the things that most people don't realize when they look at me with that super shocked face and look at me like, girl, you need to be done with that, is that weaning is not just something that I have to do with Z, but also something I have to do with my body. And it is a huge hormone and shift. And a couple weeks ago, not in this planner, but like in real life, I ended up getting sick because I ended up with an infection. I think it's called mastitis. And I had a fever and I was super swollen. So like, I mean, this milk has nowhere to go, or I'm trying very hard, but it's a whole thing. It's super stressful. But we're getting there. It's just part of life and part of everything. It's also part of the reason why I think my hair is falling out. So on Wednesday, I just noted that we went to Kalahari and we had pizza and Prosecco. A friend of mine from law school was in town. She was there for, I think it was like spring break, and for her family, they took a vacation, and Kalahari's right up the street from us. So we went there, and then we had some pizza and Prosecco at Kalahari. And then after that, we went outside and sat next to the fire and just kind of had a fireside chat, catching up. I really, really enjoyed it because I had missed her and it had been some time. On Thursday, I just want to say that full box that says your potential is endless. I really love that full box. I love that this kit kind of came with 2 quote boxes. I really needed to see that, and I really needed that. I just noted for work that I had a family group conference, and I just noted that with a flag sticker from the kit. I then put down a half box and a icon sticker from Crafts by Towie, just to note that I went to the spa for a facial and it was great. I needed it. I put down a bow checklist to note some things that I got done that day. I tried a new recipe this week, and so it required some pineapple salsa. Came out perfection. And so I'm just moving things around. So at this point, I'm still layering over fancy boxes, and I like that. I'm getting away from that because I feel like I do it too much. But I really liked it when I discovered it and started bringing it into my spreads. I use a teddy bear sticker from White Deer Stationery, just to note that I did a ride with Jacob. At this point, we are at Kalahari again. And then I went to the baby play place with Z so he could have some rides and enjoy himself. So adorable. Then we went to Cinco Niños for food, and then had a late night and headed home from Kalahari after some drinks, and headed home and put the boys to bed and did routine, but I didn't have room in the planner for all of that stuff. On Friday, I just noted off screen, but it was up there previously, just did some layering stickers and just put down a mom and baby sticker, just noting that we slept in. I put down a quarter box and noted that we went on a road trip and met up with my cousin at her place, and then we took the railroad and not railroad was a railroad. We took the train and we went to the Houston rodeo and just kind of hung out with my cousin, and it got the boys to experience that. It was really different. There was more of an emphasis on rides and less of an emphasis on like games, and it really took up a lot of space for them to do that. I didn't like it. Next year I'm gonna go in the middle of the day. It's gonna be so hot in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, because it was way too crowded on Friday. We were really tired after the rodeo, and so we decided to get a hotel, and we stayed in Houston. All of those icons, from the ice cream to the luggage to the house, is from Crafts by Towie. On Saturday, I went down to Starbucks and I went downstairs to the hotel and got some Starbucks and muffins, and we just kind of lazed around Crafts by Towie icon, along with that robe sticker, which is from White Deer Stationery. I pulled in some stickers out of my regular collection, just to note that we went to a Korean barbecue with Aaron, and that is from Plans with Finesse. So it's been a while since I brought one of those stickers in, mostly because a lot of the stickers in my regular collection aren't neutral and it's really hard to make them cohesive with my kids. I layered over those transparent circles next to the bow checklist where I just jotted some things we did. We had a very eventful day Saturday because I visited with a client. I went to a friend's to their new house and got to see it, and the boys got to play with their friends. And then we went to my cousin's house to stop by for a birthday get together, and then it's like 2:00 in the morning at this point. So my husband and I were feeling very nostalgic, and we went to the food truck called Oh My Goji before heading back to our hotel. Jacob and Z were like on 10, and so it's like 2:00 in the morning where everybody else's kids, everyone who are good parents, all of their kids are asleep, and my kids are doing push-ups in the hotel because they're trying to show us, Jacob's trying to show us how many push-ups he can do, and Z is just mimicking his brother, and we're all up at 2:00 in the morning, and I'm a horrible parent because their schedules are super off. So on Sunday, I put down a half box and I brought in a sticker from Sticker Blush. I don't know if she's still open, but I really love these luggage stickers, and just noted that we packed up so we could drive home. We got the boys changed, and then I just noted with another sticker from White Deer Stationery that on our way out, we stopped for a visit in Dripping Springs. And then, no. That's actually not true. Everyone went home. I got in my car and then drove to Dripping Springs for a visit. And then I met up with the fam in the Domain to meet up with a friend of a previous coworker of my husband's and a friend. We went to Gloria's. And when I say this was a busy week, busy weekend, it really was. And then I finished up the day with some me time. And that's it. I layered over some of those transparent stickers. And that's it. I zoom out so you can see the whole spread. I love this week. I love how it came out. And I hope you enjoyed this playing with me with the super fast voiceover. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.